All right, welcome back everybody for this week's pre-market analysis. Today is 126, and today we're going to look at the markets and we're going to try and see what trades or trading opportunities we have for today. All right, let me go ahead and get started. Let's do this. And okay. Let's start with the euro dollar. Euro dollar still not making any higher highs. We haven't passed any of these highs or closed any where beyond those points. 240, we have a possible bear Gartley. Yes. Bear Gartley right here. Our completion point at the 127. This is a pretty shallow Gartley. So risk to reward ratio is not the best. Stops, you want to make sure you have that even handle number right there around the 110. And what you want to do is you want to, I'm sorry, not 110, 1 in 1,000, or yeah. What you want to do is you want to go a little bit above that big psychological number right there, because what tends to happen is price do spike up a little bit to that point, and then if it wants to continue down, or if the market is really continuing down, it would just spike up to that level and continue back down to your support or your targets. So of course you want to be a little bit above that to prevent any jerk reaction or knee-jerk reaction of the market. Another one is we do have, I believe, let's see. Okay, yep, we do have a cipher pattern also in the 60-minute. And that is actually, price is actually up to that completion level. Let me put this right here. Okay, price is up to that completion level. Now this smaller one is actually gonna have stops and targets before the completion of the bigger Gartley pattern. So a good thing about here is that you can actually take advantage of both. That means that if you are wrong on this first one, you'll be out of the trade to be able to take advantage of the bigger Gartley. And if you are correct, sometimes what happens is you can hit your targets on this smaller pattern and still complete to the bigger Gartley pattern. And if you hit your targets in this smaller one, this bigger Gartley would still be valid, and that's why you could still take advantage of that one. All right, dollar CAD, we're still bullish on the 240. We're kind of at the middle of nowhere, so we don't really have anything on a dollar CAD right here. Let's go out to dollar yen. dollar yen. We closed above this high right here, and we're now back to this other support level. That now what could happen is that price can find resistance right here, and price can continue back down to retest the lows right here. So that's one thing to take a note of. Price is still kind of in the middle of nowhere, so we can go down to our 240 to see if we have any opportunities. Doesn't look like there's any there. And nothing on the 60 either. Let's go to pound dollar. Still bearish on the daily. Let's go on our 240. Also bearish. See if we have anything here. Nothing there. All right. The 60-minute, let's see if we do. Nope, that's not going to be it. Okay. Aussie dollar. Looks like price has actually found some sort of a resistance shelf right here. Price is looking to come back down to retest probably the lows or around right here in the middle. It could almost definitely go right here to 69 even with the previous support level right here and continue to go back up or retest those lows. So let's go to our 240. 240. Nothing much. We did have that, I believe it was a bat pattern. The bat pattern that we had there last week, we did hit targets 1 and 2 for those. So it did complete and hit both target 1s and 2s. So let's go. Nothing new. Let's go down to the 60-minute. Nothing here. Let's go to New Zealand. All right, we have that Gartley that we were looking at pretty much all week last week. Looks like if you had taken advantage of that and put your entries a little bit above this consolidation level right here, target 1s might have been hit already. Now price is looking to test that support right here. So let's go down to 240, see if there's anything we can take advantage of there. Let's see this one. Go to our 60-minute. 60-minute, looks like we might have a Gartley here. Okay, a bull Gartley right here, looking like it's actually right around our completion point. Of course, targets go at the 382 and the 618 for the our first and second targets, and stops below this X level right here. We have another even handle number at the 64 even right there. So you want to make sure that if when you're placing stops, that you want to be a little bit below that. Next one we have Euro Yen. All right. Now on the Euro Yen, we're still at this support level right here. It's looking like it's actually getting to be a strong support level. Price has been pinging around that level, hasn't really gone anywhere besides from there. The other thing here is that if price can come back down to retest this lows right here, or this closes right here, I'll be looking to for a buying opportunity back to this, well, actually back to this level right here, level of structure. Sorry about that. The reason for that is because if you notice, this is actually an equal measure move, a harmonic move. And if we put in our retracement, we'll see that around that structure zone right there is our 127 and a 1618 inversion. So what, a couple of things. One is harmonic moves tend to have the harmonic retracements, I guess is what you would call it. So their retracements tend to be about the same length. And so that would terminate around this level right here. Right there. If we get our Fibonacci level or Fibonacci retracement tool, see, well, not quite. That's between the 786 and the 618 level. So that's something that I'll be watching out for, just because this one is actually going to be about more than 100 pips of risk. I want to make sure to limit that risk, and to do that, I want to go to a lower time frame, maybe find a double bottom or a retest of this low before I enter, so I can limit my risk. Because what could happen is, if you want to be aggressive with this kind of trade, what you want to do is, you enter right around right here, the retest, and then targets are going to be right here, and half of this would be your stop, which would be about I believe that around, oops, so a little bit below the 1618 and below that 125 even also. So if I go down the lower time frame, I want to make sure that, let me just show you actually, sorry. So if, for example, I go down to the 240, I want to make sure that when it does a retest of this. This is the one actually that was that had that big wick right there. If price comes back down to retest this candle right here, I want to make sure that it doesn't close below here before I enter. So that's what I'll be waiting for. Right now, though, there's not any trading opportunities for there yet. And same thing here. Nothing yet. So for that one, we're just wait. Pound yen. What do we have? Let's see, what's this? Pound yen, the daily is still bearish. Let's go to pound yen. Oh, let's do 240. Nothing there. And nothing there on the 60. So that's it. So we just have that bull Gartley on the New Zealand about that completion level. We have that two patterns in the euro dollar. We have this smaller cipher that's also at completion, and the bigger Gartley pattern, a little shallower, that's going to be past the stops of that smaller pattern. And the other one would be the euro yen, the structured trade that we'll be looking at. We want to make sure that we're right first before we plan an entry. So we want to make sure that price comes back down to retest that structure, make sure it doesn't close on that 4-hour time frame. It doesn't close below those candles, and just hop on to continue to ride it back up to a retracement level. All right, and again, that's it. I'll see you again tomorrow. I'll be doing this, I said, for a whole month of January, so I have this whole week to do more of this. Afterwards, I will be doing a midweek market breakdown that I will be doing every Wednesday. So stay tuned for that, and I'll give you more information throughout this week. And as always, good luck, traders.